Yo, yo, yo. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's staying blessed. Just wanted to talk about ideation today, suicidal ideation. Been touching up on that with my therapist, and it is a very significant topic that I believe God has given me revelation on, as far as like just the fact that more people have this ideation um, more than we think they do. I believe there are so many people that are living with this type of ideation. Henceforth, the reason why they do some of the things that they do, the lifestyles they live, the choices they make, the decisions they choose, all that type of stuff. I believe if you make decisions that are detrimental to your life day in and day out, whether it's from smoking cigarettes or blacking out from drinks or constantly or having sex with unwarranted people, like people you don't even know, or even eating disorder. And I know I struggle from really all of those things, to be honest. Totally honest, I've struggled from each and every one of those things that are possibly or could be suicidal, detrimental, or slowly but surely taking you out. I believe all those decisions, that lifestyle, that mindset is a suicidal ideation mindset. When you don't care about yourself, when you don't love yourself, when you don't truly believe there is something better for yourself, or you just don't have any hope, or you have nothing to hope in, have, nothing to believe in, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, it's all about trying to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out your purpose in life, trying to find hope in this world. You know what I'm saying? So I know for me, I struggle sometimes with life, circumstances, situations, things that are uncomfortable, things that are, they just don't feel good in life, and I struggle with how I deal with some of those things. And so I have this mindset of reverting back to the old ways when things don't go the way that I hope they would go, or the way I want things to go. Now, understanding that sometimes it's just in God, it's just meant to be. Like, sometimes God is doing things that we can't see or understand, to protect us, to prevent us from getting into trouble or to getting us hurt for the long run. God is all about longevity. Not saying that everybody that works with God lives long lives. It depends on the plan that God has for your life. But, what I'm saying is God is looking at the eternal significance of everything. How does it affect people's eternity and not just their small and short time on this earth? So the reason why I bring all this stuff up is because a lot of people are doing things that are detrimental to their life, that are detrimental to their well-being, to their health, and they're really causing themselves to, like, they don't want to deal with reality. They don't want to deal with realistic expectations. They don't want to deal with real life situations. So they constantly take the easy way out, or take the old way out, or take the unhealthy way out. Like myself, like I said, I'm not pointing any fingers. Well, I guess I'm pointing fingers at everybody, including myself. But at the end of the day, how many people out there are smoking packs and packs of cigarettes a day? How many people out there are blacking out every Saturday or every time you go out? How many people out there are having, sex with random people who you have not? I know y'all haven't got it tested, so you don't know what they got. You don't know what you have. And so, like, you're just putting yourself in harm's way, right? How many people are eating until they suffocate, or until they can't handle anymore, until they feel sick to their stomach, just, destroying their body, and just hindering themselves from a healthy lifestyle. I can honestly raise my hand for every single one of those. I've done every single one. Whether it's making decisions to be in certain situations that are unhealthy, be in toxic relationship, I can raise my hand for every single one that I brought up. And so, I just felt like it was important to bring it to the table, because at the end of the day, God has so much more for all of us. God has a hope and a future for every single one of us. He wants us to prosper. He wants us to succeed, and he wants us to bring him the glory. He wants to glorify us in his name, And so, I just really hope people can understand and comprehend how they may be depressed or anxious, too anxious or depressed, or having that suicidal ideation. Just think about your life and think about what you have going on. Think about the decisions you make, the cycles you're in, the constant back and forth of doing the same thing over and over again, when you know it's hurting you, when you know it's killing you, when you know you're suffering from it. Excuse me for saying the K word, but I just hope people can realize that some of the habits that we have, some of the choices that we make, some of the decisions that we choose are hindering ourselves and are not for our well-being. So I hope people can understand this. I hope people can take this to God and really gain a relationship with him. Seek his knowledge, seek his wisdom, seek his understanding, seek his will first and foremost, because none of those things matter if you're not just being obedient. And let God navigate you through whatever situation, whatever circumstance, whatever addictive habit or addictive nature that you have, because he's done that for a lot of people. He's done that for me, and he'll do it to anybody who knocks on his door. So I hope y'all are blessed by this. I hope this resonates with a lot of people, and I hope y'all can take this back to the Lord, and he can give you further revelation and get you where you need to be. I hope y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed and y'all stay good.